Welcome to Toperformance Products, the home of Koni shock absorbers in Australia. Today, we're talking about 90 series raids. We're going to be fitting these to a Nissan Navara. Now, the beauty of these shock absorbers, in a lot of applications, you can go from standard height to 2-inch lift, which is the max that this shock absorber will give you. In the Navara, we're going to go 2-inch in the front and 30mm in the back, so that's 50mm in the front, 30mm in the back. Some of the features and benefits of the Koni 90s, as opposed to the big 70mm body, the 42mm piston, plenty of oil. It's also got an 18mm hardened rod and Viton seals. Now, Viton seals work really well in high temperatures. So when your shock absorber's undulating over a really bumpy surface for hours and hours on end, you're on that big outback trip, this shock absorber is going to be an advantage over the others. This big body full of oil is going to dissipate the heat so much better. So here's a comparison between the fronts and the rears. 90 series raids, they're all adjustable. They've all got the same features. Obviously this one's just got a shroud over the top. There's no need for the shroud in the front. What you'll find on some of the factory equipped or even aftermarket shock absorbers, they run a little plastic cover. What that really does is it gets in the way a lot of the time. It crushes, which is what happened here, and I can show you an image of it in a minute. But also too, it traps dirt up on the inside. Now these 90 series have got Viton seals in them, and they will wipe away the dirt. Any dirt, grease, mud or anything you throw at it, it will wipe it away. It won't have an issue. You don't need to protect it. It's just holding the moisture in there. So we prefer not to reinstall any aftermarket shrouds in the front of this. We just leave it a bare shaft. The shock absorbers can well clear that and work perfectly fine without a shroud on it. Something else to note is that Koni shock absorbers, well, the 90 series Koni shock absorbers and the bigger body shock absorbers can actually run efficiently after losing 30% of their hydraulic fluid. The reason being is it's engineered to outperform and outlast any factory spec shock absorbers. So you can be rest assured that as you're pounding up that dirt track or traveling across the desert, that your shock absorber is working well for you. Okay, so here we are. We've just fitted the Koni 90 series raid to the rear of this Nissan Navara. Now, Koni recommends a 2-inch lift max out of these raids, but what we've done in this Navara, we've actually added a Blackhawk shock absorber relocation unit, which will give an extra 2 inches. So theoretically, we can give this thing a 4-inch lift if we need to, but that still does. The shock absorber is still limited to 2 inches, but this little setup gives it that little bit extra. The kit comes with a few other bolt-ons. You get extended brake lines, because obviously when you lift the body, you need to put longer brake lines and a few other little bits and pieces. So here we have the 90 series buttoned up with the guard and the shocker relocation bracket in place. As I mentioned before, there's a few little different bits and pieces that come in the kit. One of the notable pieces that come in is this bump stop. Now this extended bump stop, it's going to fit up in there like that, and what it does, it's concertinas down as itself as it compresses, and it stops the spring from binding and shooting off and releasing. And it is actually rated at the same pressure as the small bump stop down, so it it gets harder as it compresses down. So it's a really nice little addition to the kit that we've added here to really supplement the Koni 90 series. I hope you enjoyed the video and you found it really informative. Just remember, Koni Raid 90s. If you need more information, visit toperformance.com.au. If you like what you saw, please subscribe below. Coming up next time, we've got some Koni Sports being fitted to the front of a Porsche 924. That should be a bit of fun. We'll see you then.